Hello and welcome back everybody to another great episode of the Geek Tech Show, and in today's video we are going to be checking out some Bear Grylls stuff. That's right. Bear Grylls, I actually liked his show, used to watch it, I enjoyed the entertainment factor, the show was cool and everything. But one thing about the show itself, well, talking about shows, you should definitely subscribe to this show. This is the Geek Tech Show. Welcome aboard. In case you don't know me, I'm the Geek Man, and I review different kind of tech stuff, talk about conspiracy theories, there's all kinds of interesting and exciting things on this channel. Always something new, including new haircut, including new facial hair or whatever you call it. Anyways, so what got me into Bear Grylls once again? I know this guy has been around for like ages. I have watched his show for ages as well, but I never almost got his stuff. And I got a long time ago this one small knife, and in this video we're going to be reviewing like all three knives here. So I got this miniature tool right here, and you know what, I was floored. This thing is just amazing for what it is. This is just like a small, very sharp knife, but it does its job. Interesting enough, I found this to be very useful to like take apart the Legos when you put them together and you cannot get them out. And I found this tool to be like a really good tool actually for that, or some other small minor things. And it's not just that the knife itself is just like so small and cheap. It is more, it's not really cheap, but for the quality, I was impressed with this thing. This thing is just amazing, to say the least, for something this small in size. So as I got this, I was like, okay, cool enough, let me get one of those multi-tools for Bear Grylls. And lo and behold, somebody is selling this on eBay for much cheaper than it usually goes. Right now you can get this brand new for like 50, used goes for around 40. It used to go for a lot cheaper, and I found somebody selling for like 20. I was like, okay, well, let me check this out. It is almost an identical tool such as the suspension one, the Gerber suspension and the Gerber multi-tool. They're just almost identical, nearly identical in practice. And you know what? Gerber used to do those tools and create and did an amazing job with them back in the day. And then quality just went down. I mean, lately, all the Gerber products I've been reviewing, I've seen the quality just drop. So if you can get your hands on some older Gerber products, well, guess what? The quality is amazing. So I'm going to be opening those tools up and reviewing them and checking them out for you, and seeing which is the best multi-tool and just which is the best one of those. Which one do you need? I mean, there's so many different Gerber tools that are made for Bear Grylls, and they were good, all of them good. Well, this one, the multi-tool itself, since this is used, it actually gives you a taste what happens to this thing after a while. And it is actually something that is important for you to understand, that this tool itself, after a while, gets rusty. And you know what? I don't know if this guy was using it. He said it's like new. He never used it. There's a little bit of rust on this thing, but for the price of it, I was like, hey, who cares? This is better than my junk tool that I have. Might as well just check this one out and give it a test of time and see how this works. And I like it because it's almost identical to the suspension tool. And the suspension tool, they don't even make anymore as good. There was the suspension next. If you've seen that review, you understand why I hate the suspension next. But this is really great too. So as I got this, I was like, well, you know what? I might as well just get all the Gerber collection. I got almost the whole entire collection except one thing. Well, probably I missed like a few, but I didn't get the book. And I didn't get the DVDs. But I got everything else. And you know what? This one also comes with a thing to stick it inside, which is kind of cool, and a place to put the belt in. You know, you can tell the Gerber put a lot more attention to details back in the day, a lot more than they do right now, which is just sad. You know, you have to pay like $100 to get some decent Gerber tool. And this is, if you go for the auto tools, they're still as good, or maybe even better. So I got this survival knife right here, and it got the big pocket. The big pocket versus the small one for it. This is also fixed blade, so I was like, okay, I got the small one right here, miniature. Might as well get the big full size here. Out. Okay, in case you need it, you know. And let's do unboxing. How do we unbox? Or should I just flip this up? Anyway, I'm gonna get started. We're going through and checking out all those free tools for you. And we're gonna be comparing them and seeing which one of those are the ones that I recommend for you to get for yourself. Is the mini one better than the big one? Let's find out in this video. Let's get started. So here it is. I got all the free multi-tools over here. Well, the tall one is right here. This is the miniature knife. And you can tell the big difference. How small the small one is and how big the large one is. And if you compare it to your hand, this is like palm size. Versus this one, which is double your hand right there. Now, this used to be inside this box. And I don't recommend you just opening it up because you can easily hurt yourself just because this knife is a little bit sharp on it. And it also comes with an instruction booklet right here. Bear Grylls right there. And this is the motor tool. The Gerber motor tool right here. And you can see that the tool itself comes in its own box. And this one comes in its own. And this one doesn't come with any. Which is just sad because that's a very good tool. Now, this tool itself is a great tool, but we're going to be doing the ultimate test here. And this one thing interesting enough about this is that it doesn't have a safety in the same location. So here there's the safety right there. This one right there. Press on it. I was thinking it had a safety right here, but it doesn't. So let's go ahead and press on it. You see, you have to press on it really hard for the safety to kick in. A little bit different than the previous version of it. One hand open test, and yeah, you can open it with one hand and it snaps into place. That is good. And goes right back in. Now, this is good because A, it doesn't snap all the way in. As you can see, you have to apply some force for it to snap. But the most important thing is how this tool actually closes. So a good knife is not going to accidentally just go and keep closing on your hands if you accidentally leave them there. Let's check. You can see it has some resistance when it comes right here. And you can tell. And then it goes. So that's a safety feature that I'm glad this knife actually has in it. On the other hand, this little thing doesn't have it. Oh, it does. Oh, it's kind of it does, but you can see here it just snaps in. Same thing with that one. If you go and let it go right about here, just about there, it kind of almost snaps in by itself, just goes in. Kind of. Not the same, but almost. Now, the most important interesting thing here is how good does it cut. So let's find out. So what we did here is that we got some real paracord. Well, it's not real, it's just paracord. And we're going to be doing that testing. First, get this motor tool, get one of those knives from the side. There's two of them. You're going to get the real knife, which is this one right here. And check if it cuts. And on the test, failure. No cutting. So now you have to go and check this one. This one is actually better. Tell the difference. Much sharper too. But it's not sharp enough. Let's get this one checked out. Hopefully one of them will actually do the job and open it up. Let's see. And now, that was it. It did it. This one cut it up and damaged my board. Well, that kind of does it right here. I mean, that was good. It cut it up, but I'm kind of sad that it messed up my demo board. But overall, this one is sharp, really sharp. You can tell it cut the power cord, but you can also tell that it jumped. It went through it. Well, it was me. I wasn't holding it good enough, and yeah, it snapped. So it's good. And one thing I want to make sure to tell you is that you have to always point a knife away from you as you're cutting. And I definitely here, I mean, it could have been a very bad accident. This is why I was doing it away from my body, away. So when you're cutting something, always cut it away from your body, because incidentally, if something like this happens, you don't want to be there. You don't want to be and get hurt. But this is a very good knife. As you can see, this is like super, extremely sharp right here. The small ones we've used to cut it, they don't do the job. They're not good enough as the big one. And the paracord itself, here's the miniature one. Putting it right there. And now, oh, it did it. It actually did it too. As you can see, the miniature one is great. It actually was able to cut it too. So that gives us two great tools. One of them didn't do it. I don't think I'm going to be testing out this one. It's just too much damage to my demo board. But yeah, overall, definitely really sharp. It did its job. Great tool. Great one. And this one, I don't know, I'm so tempted. I know I shouldn't say this, but I'm so tempted to try this out. But I don't think this small little thing is going to be able to cut it. I don't think it's safe to cut with that one too. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be trying it with this one. Yeah, two misadvantages right here when I did the reviews. Anyway, thank you for watching here, and I hope you did enjoy this. Next time we're going to be doing this outside, because I don't want to have any more damage to my demo board. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next episode of the Geek Tech Show.